Welcome to another episode of Aggressive Beauty Podcast, where beauty is pain and so is the truth. And we are on episode 6.
Yep.
Okay, we doing all right. We trying to slide through there, trying to slide. How you feeling, friend?
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm ready to slide. Ready to slide.
Okay.
Yep.
Be now.
Mm-hmm. But again, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the podcast. You're probably watching this on YouTube right now. Please follow the Instagram page at aggressivebeauty_. Of course, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Tell your mama, your daddy. Definitely tell your daddy and your brothers and all that good stuff about the podcast so they can tune in, so we can sprinkle a little bit of some on there. But yeah, so like today's episode, we are talking about submitting. Why did your eyes get big, Fred?
That word has like a negative connotation, but I'm sure you're gonna,
Absolutely. I feel like we hear that word and we're like, we're automatically like, I ain't that bitch. It's just real negative. So as we have been discussing this entire season, we're just talking about the relationships you have with people, and roles and just things that occur within the relationship. So we pretty much breaking everything down. And today we're just going to talk about submitting. So first, now that you mention it, how do you feel about that word when you hear it? If a man said, "You're not submitting," how do you feel about that word? Because it's so negative, it seems like.
You said the word and then you gave like this context to or whatever. So I'm gonna say like the word does give me a visceral reaction, like immediately no. But obviously, we've had these type of conversations before, and I've been in relationships where you have these conversations. So I will say, I don't think any man or woman that I've been with who, no person that I've been with has been like, why won't you submit? They know that conversation like coming into it. But I would say, I don't know I think
like society wise. So let's not go with how you think of it just yet. Let's go with how does society view that word? Like, what have you seen? The reactions, I guess.
If I'm going very stereotypical, it's like, people want women to submit or should be submissive. Like that's akin to some type of feminine trait. And that they should be submitting to who like a head of household, whatever. Again, stereotypically like men. So if you're thinking about heteronormative relationships, they're quote unquote men leading the household and the women who need to submit to them in that way. And that if you aren't submitting, like you're too independent, you are basically overall too much and you'll be quote unquote single for the rest of your life. Bless you.
Girl, I don't know what's going on. And I don't like to sneeze in my hand. I'm looking for hands. My bad. And we don't ever really hear that in reverse roles either, like men submitting, or that's not the term used, right?
That's not the term. No.
Yeah, that's not it. So, so it's always like looked at it in a negative light, like you said. So submitting to me, I would just be, it's tough. There's so many factors that have to be laid out in order for that to occur. So that's not going to be just an out the gate type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
What is submitting to you though? Like before you say when you do it, what is it?
Yeah. So I would look at submitting as trusting my partner to make executive decisions, and I'm gonna roll with you and go with you on that. And we can go with what you say because I trust your opinion. I value your opinion. I trust your opinion. And I just feel like you're going to make the right decision for us collectively. So that would be me submitting and trusting. And okay, if you're saying it needs to be like this, and I'm cool with that as long as the end result is going to be beneficial to both of us, basically. What do you think? Kind of same.
That sounds like like a similar definition that I would agree with, that I need to be able to trust you to submit to you, and submitting in a general sense, being like, okay, well, I don't have to go behind you and Google, what this is, or, double check anything. It's like, oh, this person has it. I don't have, when they say that this is what's so, I already believe that they've done the research and done what they need to do to make sure that was the best decision for us or for the household or whatnot. So yeah.
Do you feel like that's rare?
Yes. Yes. 1,000% yes.
Okay. So would you say, because I feel like we're pretty dominant, and we're gonna, I feel like you're way more. You said what?
I don't think I'm dominant.
Why?
Fix your face. Okay. Let's stay on the submissive track.
Okay. All right.
Not the fake ass laugh, bro.
Why
you hold me like that?
I'm so sick of you.
You think I'm dominant? What I be doing? You tell me.
Bro, I don't know.
Do I make the decisions in general? Do I
make good decisions? You do make
detail oriented.
You make very good life decisions, absolutely, and it's very strategic. I feel like your decisions are good. They're very strategic, though, and
I'll take that.
Absolutely.
So if I found a partner who could also do that, you see what I'm going here?
Oh,
I'd be happy to be like, I will take a back seat.
Rare, like you said.
As I said.
Do you feel like do you feel like you're an alpha female?
Is that the same thing as being dominant?
Do you feel like you're an alpha female?
I told you this before we started, motherfucker. You better give me a definition before I run away with some shit.
Yeah, I feel like that's being dominant too.
So what else is it? Did you play me when I said, is it being dominant?
Did. I feel like that's kind of the same thing.
You think it's the same thing? Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, sure.
Everybody's going to have their own.
I will say what it is this is what I will say. So if you want to say dominant, alpha, female, like we all, basically get what's being said, right? But I would say I am those things out of necessity, like out of growing up how I was right, like all of this, it's like out of necessity of survival and getting things done the way that I want things to be done. I will not say that is a purposeful choice that I make. You know what I'm saying? It's like it has to be like this, or bills won't get paid, trips won't be the way I need to be. Like why have an attitude when I can just do it?
Right.
Okay. So I will say if and when I encounter individuals who I can genuinely take a breather with and be like, oh, I don't have to worry about this, then I don't try to impose. You see what I'm saying? So if I had somebody who stepped up and was like, oh, I got this, like, you don't have to worry about it. And I always give the space and opportunity to show that. And then if it's executed, shit.
Is that the alpha male doing those things? Is he an alpha male? If he's doing all of those things where you could take a back seat, is he an alpha male?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. See, alpha male has a negative connotation too. So I wouldn't want to place that on somebody that I'm fucking with.
Because initially we think of alpha male like pretty much taking control, running.
I initially think of an alpha male as an asshole. That's what comes to mind when I hear alpha. I think of asshole. I think of problematic, toxic masculinity. Like that's what I think of when I think of alpha male. So that's why I'm like, we need better definitions. So we're working on the same thing. So that's what I hear. I hear like, but when I hear like somebody who is like,
so you can't be an alpha male and not be an asshole and not be.
Oh, yeah, I think you got to have it in you, but I don't think you have to have that as your active trait.
Okay.
Because sometimes people are going to play you. Sometimes you're going to need to put your foot down. Sometimes you got to argue with the bill company. Sometimes you got to argue with Amazon motherfuckers. You got to argue
with you, baby. That's you. That's you, baby.
Every time.
We need you. We need you. We need you.
That's what I'm saying. And sometimes I don't want to have to do that. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah. So like, back to your question, like if that person does that, do I think that that's, automatically an alpha male? Not necessarily, but that is somebody who I would submit to, somebody who's responsible, who's thoughtful, who can plan things out. Like that's where my mind goes when I think of somebody who can take care of a household. So he or she will be able to, what I've said before on the podcast, right? Be a partner and allow me to rest, where I don't have to be on 10 all the time, where I don't have to be, per our definition.
Well, just kind of like allow you to be a woman and take the back seat and chill. And
nigga, I'm not gonna say to be a woman because that can be anybody.
Right, you're right. You're not gonna say it. You're not. I guess I wanted to kind of go into the feminine part of it because alpha males, that's what they tend, you know what I'm saying, to look for is the feminine part to where like,
what are those?
You know what? Now that you saying this, that do sound like some asshole shit. Like, because, hey, you sit back, be a woman, mind your business, be cool. We got this over here. Me and my friends got this over here. We holding this down. That do sound like some asshole shit. Like, keep you on a need to know basis almost. But we don't want to really say that because it's like, I feel like society has done that to us, made us feel like that. I don't feel like they necessarily always have to be like an asshole about it.
The alpha, wait, what?
Alpha male. Yeah. But yeah, like it kind of plays in the feminine parts where like, okay, well, I feel like most of the time those type of men are going to want the woman to take the back seat, chill, keep you on the need to know, you do this, But do you think like an alpha male and an alpha woman, you don't like those terms? I could see that in your eyes. You don't like those terms.
Correct.
What do you prefer? Dominant? What do you prefer? How do you prefer to word those things? Because we can't just say, okay, somebody that's just responsible. And what would you call somebody that can kind of take control of the situation and like hold shit down?
I feel like assertive is a more like flatline term, because assertive indicates that you are going to take control of the situation. It's just like that alpha male bullshit. It's too much in my head where I'm just like, no, like I'm immediately no. Like if anybody walked up to me and said that they were an alpha male or alpha female, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Ooh. So you see what I'm saying? Like, okay. It's like, on one hand, I want someone who is assertive and dominant, who can do what needs to be done. But if they ever use that term, which is problematic as fuck to me, if they ever said, I am an alpha male, I am an alpha female, I no longer want to talk to you.
Because you think it's going to be some bullshit that follows.
Because somebody who talks like that is a fucking idiot. That is what I'm saying. Somebody who comes up and is like, yeah, so I'm an alpha man. All I want is a real feminine one. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. And that's not because I can't submit. It's not because I can't, work with you. It's not because I can't like allow you to lead. Mm-hmm. I can 100% do that, but not for a motherfucker who is like, dun, 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 I'm alpha man. And because of that, you need to shut the fuck up and let me do X, Y, and Z.
Uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of my face then.
Like, who you supposed to be? You ain't did nothing yet. You
right. And even if you do, I'm never gonna just be in the back seat with my mouth closed.
At all. I made that little post on Instagram, like, if your man paid all this, would you shut the fuck up? And you was like, I would want to so bad, but it's tough. It's hard out here to actually do that.
It is.
But
and I wouldn't want somebody who expected that from me.
Yeah. Like, I would want to be with somebody that you would expect me to be honest and transparent and be like, bro, this shit ain't right. That don't even make no sense. Let me help you out. Like, instead of kind of like,
or whatever. And after
instead of kind of like just assuming that you're right with everything.
Right.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So do you feel like it's hard for Black women to be submissive?
I think society hasn't allowed us the space and opportunity to do that. I feel like a lot of Black women, it always falls on our shoulders to take care of everybody. And if we're doing that, how else can we if we're not leading? If we're not doing what needs to be done, like being that, the head of households or, marches and protests and, all like it runs the gamut with Black women. We don't have a lot. We're not always allowed the opportunity to be soft and vulnerable, like all those things that kind of come along with the idea of quote unquote, like submitting.
And then people get mad when you're not.
What's praised more is like, oh, you're a strong Black woman, you're an independent Black woman. And it's like, is that
being strong?
Right. Is that out of necessity though? Like, where is my space to be soft and feminine and allowed to like hand the reins over to somebody else? Not just off principle, but like to somebody who can actually do what needs to be done and also still respect me in the same way and not tell me to take a fucking back seat and shut the fuck up.
Sheesh. Yeah. Okay.
Whereas I feel like, other races are allowed the space to do both, to lead a household and still be seen as feminine and, they're allowed more balance than I feel Black women are.
What do you think in that case? What do you think needs to change then? Like, in order, because society gonna just view it however they're gonna view it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we are constantly put in situations to where we do have to do what the fuck we gotta do, type shit. But like, what do you feel like has to occur in order for us to be, I guess, submit and feel different about the shit? Like, what about being viewed different about it? Like, because, you're saying in certain households, everybody in different households that everybody gets to have that space and opportunity to be both. And why can't we? Like, what needs to occur? Like, what life changes? Like, do men just need to set the fuck up, or do we just need to pick better partners, or do we?
It just depends on your partner.
I just need to pick better partners. Like, what?
That's it. In my opinion, like, I don't think there's like a life altering thing. It's no like social thing. Like, people are going to depict people how they will and how they always. It's not always going to be up to media and society to determine how you create your relationship. Like, and that's something I'm going to always continue to repeat. Like, you should be the person that you want, and you should pick the person that you want. And between y'all, you should decide how you want things to go without having to reference arbitrary social standards and rules. That doesn't fucking make sense. Yeah. So you make it what you want to between the two of you in your relationship. And if you're doing that, then you already know that this person wants to make decisions about X, Y, and Z, or you want somebody who's going to always consult with you and figure things out and treat you like a partner, little stuff like that. So I'm just like, that's the only thing that I can see changing is people needing to stop relying on societal norms and rules and regulations and figure out what they want, what they need to operate, figure out the type of person they want to do that with, and then find that person and build together and figure that out together. But as a society, I don't know what to tell them.
Do you feel like you could ever be in a relationship to where you could just do the housewife shit, not work, and just be
Personally, no. In my head, I feel like I want to, but like in real life, I don't like to clean. So I feel like my partner gonna be like, so you're not working and you just cooking and taking care of it. Like you won't even mop or I'm like, no, we gonna outsource that. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
So what about, okay, so we took the cleaning. See, my concern would be like, am I getting a fucking allowance and I'm depending on your money? Like, yeah, let's think about that because we ain't gonna have no job. If we a stay-at-home mama.
I like shopping too much. And
So
conversing with where
you threw that cleaning out there. That sounded cute, but let's go to the deep.
I forgot about that part because, girl, you know, money don't be on my head like this. So I'm just like, an allowance? Like to actually have to think about that and ask somebody for.
What if he's just like, hey, babe, what would be a good amount to be like, hey, babe, I'm gonna give you this every week. You just sit at the house with the kids. I'm gonna pay these bills. What you need every week, bro?
Okay, so if I can name a number and they would automatically agree to that.
Nah, they're not gonna automatically agree. Let's hear your number though.
I'm not giving a number, bitch.
Why?
Because that depends on what they making. It's a percentage. Maybe this number for this person, but for you, from you, I need.
But we have to come up with a number because you have to come up with a number because wait, if you make a little bit more, I'm gonna need a little bit more of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a percentage, not a number.
But what would you what if what would you need to be cool? Even if you didn't know what the fuck they really made, what would you need to be like, all right, that's a cool amount with me?
You ain't gonna like this, right? But I'm gonna say it anyway. So
let's go weekly.
I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna say in general, but I'm saying like if a mortgage is 30% of your income, I want 15%. So your 30% of your income is going to the mortgage. The other 15% should go to me. If I'm taking care of said home that we are in and also taking care of you. I mean, if your mind, body, and soul ain't right and that's what I'm feeding, you ain't even gonna want to go make no money.
I provide peace. I provide this sanctuary. I put food in your stomach. Like you crazy. 15%
of their overall income. If I'm a stay at home.
You could have made me.
And I'm not saying all of that's just going out.
Maybe get my motherfucking calculator. I'm curious. I'm curious in the motherfucker.
I'm saying, and all of that is not going to like spending on hair and clothes and stuff or whatever. It's like give me 15%. Let's flip this with whatever. But it's not any of your business. You see what I'm saying? Like give me the 15% and let me do with it what I need to do on this side or whatever. Fuck around and maybe I'd be giving you an allowance.
Wow, look at your ass.
Oh,
you sick. Let me see something. I'm just curious at this point.
Now that she's doing live calculations, y'all. She Medea with the click, 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 clack, 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 clack. Come on now. You got it, don't you?
Nah, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Okay. I can't do no stay-at-home mom. Shit. I don't know how you too much expectations on that. Like
nope. See, you can't just say expectations because you don't know who my person is. So that's why I'm like, the expectation would depend on your person. That's why I'm like, all this societal bullshit that we're talking about with the expectation.
Well, the cleaning gonna come. That's the first thing you fucking said, and we didn't even talk about your person. You said cleaning off top.
Yeah, because if I'm
you know that off top, bitch. That's why I said too much expectation. Off top. Because I'm the type of motherfucker, you come over here, you come over here. This kitchen is clean. The neutral spaces are clean. That motherfucker room is a little tornadoes hit it every now and then. So you know what I'm saying? You kind of already know. Like,
I guess in my head, when you say expectations, I'm going back to what you were saying before with somebody being like, since I pay all the bills, you need to be quiet. And I can do they can do what they want to do because they are providing the lifestyle that you want.
How do you look at other people that deal with that and may not like that?
And may not, I'm sorry, say that again.
That may not like that, but don't speak up. Could you like be friends with somebody like that and actually entertain and actually be in an environment, be with them and see that going on?
No, I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
You know me.
Okay. And she
like,
might.
You just gonna say that to her like that? You don't think that you should have said da 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 instead?
Oh, so you brought your little friend over here to jump Jasmine. It's time to go.
Susan, is it time for me to go? Is it? Are you safe? Do I need to do a wellness? Do I need to call the police to do a wellness check?
Shut the fuck up.
Emerson. Emerson, listen, I ain't Susan, so you ain't gonna talk to me no any kind of way.
Susan, you just need to leave Jasmine alone. You need to stop talking to her. She's putting these crazy thoughts in your mind. I don't know what's going on with you. You're acting weird. I can't deal with this, Susan.
You hear all of that? All of that is abuse. Like, so even if it's not like seriously, even if he or she is not like physically laying hands, that shit is emotional and mental abuse. I'm gonna be like, Susan.
Susan ain't ready.
She might not be ready. You see what I'm saying? That may not be the case, but I'm gonna be like,
you're not kicking it with Susan no more.
I wouldn't say I ain't kicking it, but you also got to protect your own peace. If I didn't tell Susan a couple times that, hey, you gotta, that's a lot. Everything you got going on over there, I can feel that shit. And if I care about you, that shit is hurting me too. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to cut ties if you ain't trying to cut ties with Emerson.
Dang, you gonna leave Susan in the dust like that, bro?
Hey, Susan want to get left.
You might be all she got, bro. You might be all she got.
I didn't say she was cut off for life. I just said I ain't going out no more before I smack the fuck out of Emerson.
See, Emerson gonna get them folks on you because why did we come up with these names off top like this?
It sounded real good to me.
It did. It really did. It sounded like a real story.
Oh no Susan, no Emerson
at all. That was a good Emerson. Okay, that's what you did there. All right, but no, we goofy than a motherfucker. But no, like
friends with somebody like that.
Am I?
I said, could you be? Well, shit, are you?
Oh,
look at yourself. Tell it.
No. I would be pushing, bro. I'd be pushing to help them. See, that's that bullshit.
You're not ready. You can't.
I know, but that's that bullshit in me. The need to help, the need to fix, the need to be there. See? And that means I would disturb my own fucking peace in order to do
more
that.
About you at that point than it is about them.
Yeah. You're right.
But you know yourself.
But then I don't want them to be in a fucked up environment because of me. I would think that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I done said something on your behalf, and then when I leave the house, you get your ass beat. Like I don't want that shit to happen either. So but you're right though. Like in a setting, like you're not gonna disrespect me though. Like
and frankly, you're not gonna disrespect my friend in front of me either.
I would just be shocked. I would be so shocked. Like, did you just really
can't be shocked? That's your friend. You already know what's going on. Which is the other part. It's
I'd be thinking like the audacity for you to do that shit in front of me, though. Like
clearly, Susan ain't told you who I was.
I'm done. Jasmine's she's just really a strong woman. She really just believes in the thing. She just stands on a lot of things that she believes, and she didn't mean anything by it, Emerson. Like she just. That's all. We're supposed to go get our nails done Tuesday, and I really like getting my nails done with Jasmine. Fuck this bitch is.
We need to stop and go forward, bitch. We're gonna be on this scenario for a while. Let's just move forward. Good luck, Susan and Emerson.
Good luck, you guys, with your submitting and your abuse and all that good stuff. But no, obviously I'm over here finessing, but yeah, I think we definitely come to a understanding as far as Black women do not have an issue with submitting.
Right.
They don't. All these podcasts, all these men saying, downplaying it, this and that. You have to be that man. Like, we ain't got to go alpha male. You have to be that man in order for a woman to want to submit. That shit would come naturally.
Right.
when a motherfucker sees the type of person that you are, will already see the character, already see the good decisions that you make, already, seeing how you do your family, the relationships that you have, it will automatically come. You don't have to be like, oh, well, she just too independent. Then you hear that bullshit too. Like, I had to be independent. I have to. This is what's currently going on in my life to where I have no choice but to do it. Who else is going to?
But you remember when I was like, I would never really talk to somebody who like had that come out of their mouth. Mm-hmm. I think the same is true when you think about women, because I've, again, we got homeboys who talk about their
same thing when they say independent.
Yeah. So when somebody is always like, well, I'm independent, I don't need da da da, and it's like,
I agree.
Why are we conversing if you don't
agree?
What am I here for?
Yeah, I agree with that shit. Like, yeah, when you come out the gate with that, it's kind of like, dang, you just not even open to nothing, is you?
Right.
Like, this already finished. It seemed like an uphill battle already, and I just met you.
Right.
You telling me like, hey, I don't go for this, instead of actually having a conversation and trying to get to know somebody and see where their headspace is and stuff like that. See if you can collaborate with this person at all. But yeah, women do that. Like, I'm independent. I don't need no man. What you talking to me for then? Women, what you talking to that man for then? You so independent. I be wanting a man, sometimes. But still. But I'm just saying, like, do you feel like in this world, like, I feel like in this world, somebody is going to need a partner. Somebody's going to need somebody that they can, that's always going to be solid, that's always going to be loyal, that's going to put them first, that they can trust. Like, you're going to need that, period. Everything else is going to follow suit after that. So for, like you said, to come out the gate, because you're right, we do focus a lot on the shit that men do, but yeah, that's definitely an issue with women. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, men are going to see in your actions what type of woman you are. If you're independent, if you're strong, they're going to see if they're stick around enough, then you're going to see the shit they go through. You're going to see the shit that they take care of. You're going to see how they handle their children, how they raise the children. You're going to see all of that. So there's really just no need for all that extra shit. Like, just take your time, get to know the person that you're dealing with. And once you get to know that person, just really see if that's going to be somebody that you can, build some shit with or interact with. Even if you don't build nothing with them, because sometimes you meet people and you come across and be like, we'll be good friends. You know what I'm saying? We might be better off friends, but I tell motherfuckers all the time, I don't even need no more friends. I'm straight. I got my little circle together already. I don't even need no extra little nothing.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Absolutely. I think you're a cool chick. We should just be cool. I'm good. I don't even need no friends. I'm straight on that.
Good luck out there.
It's all booked, bro. I don't even know what to tell you.
Sorry, big dog.
You said what?
Sorry, big dog. I ain't do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it. Oh, okay. Well, anything else you'd like to add to the?
No,
nothing else. You look cute.
Appreciate you. I was trying to match your energy. I know you sliding after this. We ain't all able on a Sunday.
Baby, don't play with me because you able through the week. Don't ever. Don't ever. It's hard over here. Don't ever. It's so weird. I don't even be like I don't like going nowhere. Normally, like through the week, I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't like to go
with crowds, and I'd be like, oh, no.
You said what?
Because you're okay with crowds, and I'd be like, ooh, people. I don't.
I'm not okay with. I don't like going places through the week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Through the week, it ain't that many people out. In the weekend, everybody in the street.
Okay, bitch, I see where you was going with that. Okay, I ain't catch on at first, but okay, that's what it is. Should it be a crowd when we go out?
It's the weekend.
Hey, all right. All right. Well, I hope you guys got a little snippet, and I really just want to just shed a positive light on women for sure. I'm glad you did mention that. It's never an issue with a woman submitting, being dominant or trying to run shit or any of that. Like, if you do what you're supposed to do, she will do everything you need her to do. Baby, she will. She just will. She will naturally want to. She will want to do all that shit for you because you're already making her happy. You're doing everything you need to do. You taking you probably taking some shit off of her plate that she ain't got to worry about no more. Like, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Like, when you're establishing relationships with people and building and friendships, hell, even in friendships, we have our roles with friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do this, I do this. Like, I'm gonna get this outline together. You take a look at it, bro. But again, bro, I really appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you sticking in there through thick and thin, bro. Because I do have a problem sometimes with consistency as far as like this shit, like just with everyday shit coming about. Don't get this confused with communication. I'm consistent with that. Yeah. Because I want that, so I'm consistent with that. But other little shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you being on the podcast just really helps me too to be consistent with, our shit that we got going on. So, bro, I appreciate you, I appreciate you submitting. I'm just like,
see what I mean? Always some shit going on. Can't even let your guard down. That's what I'm saying.
The last episode was guarded. Y'all go check that out on YouTube.
A nice plug there.
Yeah.
But no, for real, I appreciate you too, friend. Like, obviously this is your shit and I'm happy to support. Glad to see you doing your thing, doing something that makes you happy. Mm-hmm. And so being on here also helps me, right? Like, I'm super anxious, don't like being out in like the public eye at all, really. Yes. You know how my social media is and being out and about. No. So this helps me a little bit more with public speaking and being comfortable, having my personality and my thoughts and opinions out there. Obviously, you know how I talk and the stuff that we've conversed about, and I can always do it like that. But like being on a camera is a little bit more. So it's pushing boundaries, and I appreciate you giving me the space to do so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Aggressive Beauty Podcast. Again, please comment, like, subscribe, and check out the Instagram page, Aggressive Beauty _. I post a lot of funny bullshit. Sometimes it's serious, but most of the time we just try to keep it light, But we do, of course, want to talk about serious shit too. So we like to call that balance. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And remember, beauty is pain and so is the truth.